I've been blessed with my traveling with the bullying and empowering kids, and I've been blessed with my business and have an amazing staff, which is just incredible. And then to move forward, now I've got so much happening because now I have a TV show that in New Jersey where I'll be awarding kids on television for making a difference in their community. It doesn't matter what they're doing, as long as they're doing good. Because I have been blessed with being thrust into a lot of political circles where some of the politicians that want to do good have been helping to support this kind of cause, where there was a bill submitted by Assemblywoman Sumter. It was actually amended to the anti-bully legislation in New Jersey. It's not official yet, but it basically says that schools have to give these kind of Harmony Power Awards. And that was my idea. But I said, we need to do something proactive when it comes to bullying, because kids don't just bully, they shoot each other because they don't feel the love. And in the absence of love, you have hate.
That is absolutely fascinating. You just gave us a lesson in determination. At the same time, you are teaching us, under any circumstance, never to give up, never to lose hope. And now, for the benefit of the audience, how about telling us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, about your parents, etc.?
I've been blessed to have the experience of my natural mother. We've had a very hard childhood. I had a hard childhood, and she had also a tough childhood. And then having a terrific stepmother who took me in, who adopted me, knowing the circumstance with my mother and my father, wanting this to happen this way, being raised by, a little bit with my mom when I was young, and then with my stepmother, my dad. And my dad was my primary martial arts teacher, for through my black belt and up to like a 5th level black belt.
Sensei John, what I would like to know, and obviously the audience, what made you become what you are today? In addition to your parents who had a great influence on you, obviously you have and you had people that you really admired. Can you give me 3 names?
Named Leo Feng, who was the man who influenced Bruce Lee. I have a friend who is more of a friend and slash mentor. We didn't train together, but we're friends. He's come to my studio and we talk and email all the time. He's the real Miyagi from the Karate Kid movies. And he's in his 80s now, and he's an amazing guy. And then there's Tao, the oldest yoga teacher in the world, is 100. She's had a tremendous influence in my life as well, as far as the yoga and integration of yoga. And my best friend, Marcos Martinez, he is the only undefeated UFC fighter that I know. He never lost. And he came into my life about 20 years ago and brought a dose of reality because he fought in a war for 12 years. So helped me to overcome some of my fears, and I helped bring peace to his life, because unfortunately, as a person he was a person hired by the military to go and do a lot of missions that people would want to do. And he had a lot of experiences, and I helped him to heal himself from the PTS. So I've had a lot of incredible experiences that way, and a lot of mentors with that.
I know that you wrote a couple of books, but at the same time, you also have a lot of other achievements in many firsts. Please tell us about them.
I have 2 books. One is a Philosophy of the Week book, because I did radio with Z100 Radio. I did 3 years of radio, and I would do it was a Philosophy of the Week section, like every Friday morning go on radio, and there was these 2 famous people called Elvis and Elliot. It was a morning show, and it's a top radio station in New York City. So I did about 150 segments where we talk about, just some positive words, and they would make jokes and whatnot, and then I would wrap up the show with something, positive and meaningful. That turned into me writing a book based upon that experience with my philosophies. And then I have a Harmony by Karate book for my brand, so that people know what the method is, and that's important to have. When I was in high school, I did 63 one-arm push-ups in 37 seconds.
How many?
63 in 37 seconds.
37 seconds?
Yeah, it's still there, a record in New Hyde Park Memorial.
Is this A world record?
No, at that time it wasn't a world record, but when I looked in the books in that time, if I had took that to the minute, I would have beaten the world record without even knowing. I was 17. That was another one. And I got the high school, physical fitness award, which was nice. And it was built by my self-esteem and my confidence. I wasn't a great athlete. Like I could dance and I could do martial arts, but I wasn't good at football or baseball or any of this. I liked playing sports, but I wasn't good at it. So it was very empowering when I set that stage. And then I've had multiple real world records along the way. And the most recent one to continue to empower kids, I did it 2 months ago. I did 42 one-arm push-ups with one leg on a chair in 30 seconds. So I with one leg on a chair, one leg off the chair, one hand on the ground, 42 one-arm push-ups, 30 seconds. It took me about a month to recover, but I'm feeling pretty good now.
Is this a world record?
Yes.
When you go to schools, I know that you are giving awards. I have 2 questions. Number 1, what does it mean to you? Number 2, what message do you want to leave for our audience? I am also going to assume that teaching harmony is not only for children, but also for adults. Is that correct?
I would say this, that my life mission is the children. And this specific idea I mentioned to you about the Harmony Power Awards and magnifying that effort on a global scale. I can't think of anything more important in the world than that. Considering all the things we're looking at on television, how could we not want something like that to occur? That would change everything as we know it. And I know it's possible, and that's why I'm doing it.
Sensei John, you are my friend. But most importantly, you are an inspiration to so many young people and also adults. I am truly honored to know you, and most importantly, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.